How can a trilogy that is only 2.2 gigabytes provide 83.6 hours of playtime? How is that possible? Oh my gosh, it's been months. It has been months since I've played this game, dude. Trials and Tribulations, dude. The third installment of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Play this game, dude. Let's get it going. Mia? That's Phoenix. For sure, in the bottom, but what does he have? What is that? No, that's Virgil. I'm just playing. Okay. Turnabout memories. Oh boy, I'm not ready. I just kind of decided to do this last minute. How did I get into this mess? Oh my gosh, would I keep having the same nightmare? Why? Why did I do that? There go Phoenix. And whoever that is, that girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. No way, brother. Phoenix? It's Phoenix, isn't it? What the hell is going on here? It wasn't me. I didn't... I didn't do it. No. 5 years earlier, Mia faced We're gonna play as Mia? No way. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. It's almost 10 a.m. It's almost time for a trial. I forgot Mia's voice.
Whew. It's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
Ah, Mia. Please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never fear. Never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. I don't know this dude's accent.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all of the relevant facts? Proof of my profession. The first and last time I wore it was a year ago. Oh, that's interesting. Doug. Oh my gosh, Ace Attorney. Date and time. He was killed 2 days ago at 3. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Oh, so what, is this murder? This is Phoenix, dude! What? Marvin Grossberg, 61, my superior and head of the Grossberg Law Offices. Phoenix Wright, age 21, my client, a third-year art student at Ivy University. You already know, Richard Wellington trying to get into Ivy University. He currently has a cold. Good thing he has a mask on during these times, dude, for sure. Doug Swallow, okay. The victim, he was a 4-year pharmacology student at Ivy University. Dahlia Hawthorne, Phoenix Wright's girlfriend, dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Oh shit. Okay, we got another episode 4 on our hands. Kinda. Okay. And you've already learned all of the relevant facts.
Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have. I think.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our clients see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Hey! He has my voice. I haven't done 2 full games with my voice as his for nothing. Actually. Good morning there, everybody.
Good morning.
Try to keep smiling, Mia. Try to keep smiling. That's what you always tell him. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine. No problem.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye?
Actually, it's right. Like, Flying Brothers, people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. There's also a pandemic going around the world right now, so everyone should wear a mask. My doc says this way, I won't give it to anybody else. No shit.
Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you.
Please. Let go of my shirt. I can't cough again. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. You tell him. That's what you're always telling him, dude.
My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago.
Was this for, No, wait. Wait. Do I know about this already?
But that court traumatized me so badly I didn't want to be in the court again. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself.
This is so interesting. Dude, their openings always have, like, a good introduction to the game. I didn't read any of that. Are we still versing what's-his-face? Wait. Wait, gotta listen to the music for a second. Come on. There's a drop somewhere. Okay, okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Mia, no way, man. This is so cool.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
It is him. Look at his hair, dude. That's... No, actually, I like you with your, like, balding head ass. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense.
Yes. Well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? But isn't that him standing right there next to you?
Yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look.
Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that all? Is he trying to trash talk me? Right. You telling me he's been doing this for years? Stop. Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. There's a fourth... Stop. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
It sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. How are you saying this is murder, bro? There's a wire cut. Why are we in court? The prosecutor for this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. Stop. Okay, the fact that he has a cold is gonna come into play, actually, I bet. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence.
Right, photo 1. The crime took place behind an IBU building. Right, photo 1. Okay. Can I look at that? Okay, so the electric wire is cut. He's lying there on the ground, and there's an umbrella. And there's a billboard. Okay.
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
He died of electric shock, according to the autopsy report. Unless it's outdated. Your reputation for Sega City? What? Is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will. What the f***?
A what?
Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Let's go.
Ah, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause, go on.
Dude, it's, fatal electric shock.
Please say you know at least this much. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up.
Now see here. The details of this case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
After 3 games, yes. 2 games, even. Ah, court record. I think I'm playing with the controller. I've played with a controller for the past 2 games, and it's still not giving me, like, controller prompts.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look into the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that.
You gotta stay calm. Can't let the prosecutor get the better of you. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just press RB here.
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Asphyxiation? Stop. I put there electrocution.
According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, motive, of course. That's what I'm trying to say, like... Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean?
Oopsie. I'm terribly sorry. He's flipping his, like, little hairdo in the front, dude. Relax. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator. If you catch my drift.
They don't call him
the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Dude, what are you talking about? We smoked him the first game. And the second game. Phoenix Wright had amnesia and he still beat him. Come on now.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
Ah, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all of our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it in the old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady.
Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are there as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with RB, so be sure to go over it all.
Now then, let's see what you've got.
What was the cause of the bad blood between, yeah.
Take that! The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
What's her name? Yeah, Dahlia
Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. God damn it. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
Oh, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's...
You back to my yawning, dude, always.
He's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. Apparently, like, I watched a lawyer play Phoenix Wright. Dude, you can't call the defendant yeah, exactly. You can't do that, apparently. That's against, like, constitutional rights. Not in Japan, I guess.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent. Right?
The defense has no objection. But the Constitution does.
Very well. Court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
21-year-old Phoenix Wright? Ah. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, he got that. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow... But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you, I was...
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. Phoenix Wright giving or testimony. That's crazy, bro. I never thought. The victim and I. So him and Doug, okay. I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Okay.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer.
Ooh. Looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh?
It's the first huh. It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out on the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. Wait, does it say they're friends? Oh, the victim. Third-year student currently has a cold. The victim. It doesn't even say they were friends, bro.
Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now, that there was a lie? A contradiction?
Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Wow. This like makes sense because I've played 2 games already. Okay, time to press, bro. I admit I was there.
Hold it! When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered?
Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway. What are you talking? Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence. Bless you, bro.
Anyway, Mr. Wright, what were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow.
Stop. It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
A coincidence, huh?
Okay, so he's saying they just bumped into each other by accident. Okay, sorry. I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body.
Hold it! You say you found the body, so who called the police?
Huh? COVID. Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students,
That's correct. They were witnesses. Why aren't they here? Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there, next to the body, in shock. Dude, he has a cold.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Would you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind, bro? Please. Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the dead body, but I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I feel like I can just present the evidence right here. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. What are you talking about? Like, you have the same girlfriend, yes?
So, you didn't know his face, or even his name, right?
Right. Well, no. That is... I mean...
So, which is it? Did you know him or not?
Now see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day.
Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me, why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly.
Who is this Dolly person?
Ah, yes. That would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. Ah, young love. So bittersweet.
But that's all I knew about him. I swear, I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even...
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe?
See, I can't make these connections quite yet. By episode 3, I'll be good. Right now, I'm still, like, developing back into my Ace Attorney big brain that I lost in the months that I haven't played Ace Attorney.
Why would you say that it was a stuck-up British wannabe?
It's a good thing I pressed. Answer the question.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Ah, no, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Oh, wannabe. He's not even actually British. Yes, well... Alright. He was always walking around with a huge Union jacket on the back of his shirt. Or Union Jack on the back of his shirt. What? Wait, what?
Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must have loved British stuff, see? Huh? That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true. Cross my heart, dude. Bro. Wrong side, even. I swear I didn't do it. It's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. Good eats.
May I ask you something, Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is it now?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, yo shit.
Dude, there's nothing on his back. What do you mean?
Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, see?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
Hey.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Mia, there is a contradiction here.
But, Mr. Grossberg.
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business.
With evidence, I mean. Dude, I forgot I can start saving, too. I feel like I think I'm overwriting these games. No, because I guess you can't save multiple games to each thing. Plus, I'm done with Justice for All. Okay, well, yeah, we'll see. Okay. With evidence, I mean. Okay, Mia. Check the court record carefully. Right, I looked at his shirt, dude. It's not there.
Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point?
Yes, I can handle my help. I can handle myself. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia. One more time, from the very beginning of his testimony. Okay. I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. Never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. I'm just gonna present the picture. Let's get it. The music stopped. You heard it right.
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Faye, is there some point Is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo.
There's nothing on his back.
As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that really was the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me!
No way. Phoenix, come on, bro.
Mia, you've made our client cry.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was the impressive bit of cross-examination, what? Nani? Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... Was that medicine Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. Kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Well, do you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. You lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Raise an objection? Hello? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. Okay, his watch is for sure gonna tell the time. Because that shit says it is like 3:05, yes?
What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow, I can't get over that, must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay, I'm following.
Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the
Record. Hold up. At 3 p.m. Okay, so yeah, he did die at 3. Okay, so his watch is correct. He's a pharmacology student. He would have medicine on him. What do you mean, actually? The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. 3:05 or 3 on the dot? Okay, here I go. See, we're getting back into it. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Cold Killer X added to found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Mr. Wright's fingerprints.
Oh my god, dude, this is exhausting again. I can't believe I forgot how this works.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids.
What really happened? Okay. He's a pharmacology student, dude. He was just giving you some pills. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Okay, dang, you guys set that up quick.
Oh my god, Huh? Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
COVID. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Lies beget more lies, bro. Cross-examination, what really happened? Okay. Hold it, so he called you, right?
Had you ever met with the victim before then?
No, never. But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. Okay. There we go, here's the connection.
And this Dolly person is?
It's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart.
What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murderer victim Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
What are you talking about? How long have her and Phoenix been dating, then? He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 245 behind the building.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we were both there right on time.
So the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. Full Metal?
An alchemist? I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. Breaking Bad? It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. How was this a murder case, bro? I don't get it.
High voltage cables.
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere, bro. I agree. Talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Hold it, bro.
So what was it you were talking about?
You know, Corona, that maybe we should hang out again sometime. My man, you were just talking shit about this guy 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, whatever. Hang out again sometime. Wish that were true. Later, when I went back, I found him lying there. Why'd you go back?
So you say you went back?
Yeah. That's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up. I feel like I'm about to catch a cold from him. Judging by the atmosphere, pretty sure no one is buying this. Facts, actually. I've taken cold killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. You sure? Doesn't show.
It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it?
April? What are you talking about? It's, changing of the seasons? This must be seasonal allergies, yes? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common.
So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. What about your girlfriend? I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Theory time. She took it. He called him to talk about Dahlia. And Dahlia and him were working together. Yep. Okay. For sure. I think. I don't know. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
On the day of the incident? What did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Oh, homemade. Must say we got a angel star. Mmm. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Oh, well, why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death.
Cap, what are you talking about? He said they would meet at 2:45.
And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for that little girl.
Very good.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
I hate comments like that, dude. There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out.
I've asked that literally since the crime scene photo, the first one.
Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is... You are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? I could somehow establish how it was done. Maybe I could still come out of this mess smiling like a rose, bro. I could use this picture because obviously it shows the goddamn cable with electrical sparks coming out of it, and he's right below it. The autopsy states it was caused by fatal electrical shock. He works at the pharmacology department, which has tons of high voltage secure machines. The cables run around the building. Established murder.
Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Faye.
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that.
Actually, I totally forgot about that.
Now that...
They kept this, yay!
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got.
Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Bro, what the... What? Wait, what?
As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there is nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this bit in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
Well, naturally, it's right there, Your Honor. Jeez.
That's... What is that?
Severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage, and because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
Oh, I was getting ready for Mr. Payne to hit an objection, low-key.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been in high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. Oh, the umbrella. Oh, the leather jacket. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Ah! You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder? He squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
He probably just sneezed, bro, and he was backing up. He didn't want to catch the virus. Order. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us. We're done.
Mr. Grossberg!
My hemorrhoids never lie. The show was over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor!
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
Objection. Yeah, seriously. Judge! Hey!
You have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Yes, bro.
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright?
Nani?
You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me.
Let's go. Miss Fay, put your mask back on, please. Hello?
No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end.
How was that an objection? We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright?
I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need to further... I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug swallowed... Okay. Right. That girl, you're sincere anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. How did I forget this? I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Ugh. Oh, he hit him with that Royal Guard shit. You feel me? He said, ugh.
Damn. What you just said, was that the truth? And nothing but the truth?
Yes. I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fay? I believe in you.
Thank you?
Still can't believe it, he really did push the victim. Right, but that's because he was talking shit about his girl, bro.
It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
I'm tripping right now. Hold on. When I pushed the victim. Okay, testimony. That guy. He was talking bad about Dolly. So I hit him with that Royal Guard shit, you feel me? I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. Shh. A little while after that, after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there. Dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
Even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. To put respect on Phoenix Wright's name, please, please.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't give up, Mia. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Right, okay, so... There's not, because this electrical cable is clearly broken and is just lying there. So when Phoenix pushed his ass... Okay, so... Unfortunate timing, maybe? Why would he be holding this? Confused. Okay. When I pushed the victim. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. He's talking bad about my girl, bro.
So what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Ugh.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him.
God damn it. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is, Phoenix. Come on now. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him that Royal Guard shit.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. He was talking mad shit. Then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. Knocked his lights out, bro. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. Damn.
And when you did that, there were no severed cables anywhere to be seen?
There was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right. There was nothing like that at all. But is it possible that you merely overlooked it? What? Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? What are you...
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony.
Okay, right. That moment I heard some kind of loud noise. Right. Okay, yeah, loud noise. Yeah, what was it? Yeah.
Yeah, what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
Not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. Electricity does not make a snap sound. It makes a shh. Right. Thank you.
You're not qualified to decide that.
What should I do? Treading on some dangerous ground here. Ask for more details.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah! Could it have been...
Yes, could it have been? Hurry up!
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella that he was holding. Oh, that's right. Okay. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the cable then, of course.
An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye? What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Yes, of course it's important. That's why he has a damn cold, bro. This is it, Mia. New information you've been waiting for. Right.
Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. He's all of a sudden becoming like hardcore Jersey ass.
Court agrees that the defenses are coerced. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on. If I had mentioned that... Oh my god, if you keep saying that.
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words...
After he was pushed by the defendant, he was still alive. Okay, we got a Danganronpa here. Kinda. He said no. Order.
The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Oh god, that shit broke. Owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene. Owned by the victim. Found broken. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. It wasn't windy, bro.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella,
Or that.
There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No.
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in this prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Oh my god. Phoenix's testimony. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened.
Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
What is he saying?
Let me guess. You have another witness.
It's Dahlia. Exactly. And this witness testimony will be incontrovertible. Incontrovertible. Okay.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly? Well?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
Sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. She said.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at.
I agree.
Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Fade to black. Okay, I guess we'll keep going. We're already an hour in, but who cares? How come you just can't tell the f***ing truth, my guy? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there.
It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious. After hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. No, she won't. I said they're working together. They were working together. Doug is dead.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
The love of your life. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem. Okay. Exposition. Let's go. Dolly and I, when we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. No shot. Hey! God, you are clean, Phoenix. Jeez. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day, she and I just bumped right into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. This game is not slick, bro. Look at fate. It's highlighted. It's red. It means something, which means it's false, bro. They're working together. What the heck does Doug Swallow have against Phoenix Wright anyway? As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here. Take a look at this. Nani? She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. Jeez. She had been wearing it around her neck that day. But then, she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said,
I want you to carry this.
So she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright.
It certainly is a little bottle, alright.
Makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. God damn, Phoenix. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. That's great, but like, most people don't care. What? Dolly's present, a small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, he shows it to everyone. He shows it to, Doug then. Doug gets pissed. Maybe they're not working together. Hold on.
Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. I'm confused, actually. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne, 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it?
Yeah, it was. But how did you...
This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse.
What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Whoa! Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Nani? Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases. Huh? An article from sorry, my bad, August 28th, almost 8 months ago. Newspaper clipping at the court record. No, stop. What is it? Murder in the courthouse? Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in a cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. 19-year-old? How old is she now?
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. It really didn't. It really didn't. Oh yeah, I'm stopping here. I can't do the whole episode right now. I chose a bad time. I chose a bad time to do this. This obviously took a twist. My theory was completely wrong. I'm low-key confused, actually. Wild theory. She is a con artist. She stole that necklace. She gave it to Phoenix to get it off her, so she wouldn't be suspected, but at the same time, why wasn't Phoenix? So, like, until Heat was down, she wanted it back, but he was never giving it back, and they were dating. Sorry, they were dating. That's probably not the case whatsoever. I'm back into Ace Attorney. It's been 3 months since Ace Attorney, and I'm happy to get back into it. Along with Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, now you see what else I'm playing. Oh my god. So if you want to see any of that stuff, please consider subscribing to the channel here on YouTube or following me over at Twitch with the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. Wash your hands. Be like Phoenix, bro. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. See ya.